Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo, and the postseason is officially here. We've got the play-in tournament starting tonight. We've got Hawks, the Atlanta Hawks versus the Orlando Magic, and we also have the Golden State Warriors versus the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm super pumped to get it started. It's also Taco Tuesday on Prizepicks. So, let's get into the plays that I'm liking for today. A couple things I want to mention. Underdog is... they're in the process of updating some stuff, at least in the state where I live, out in North Carolina. So I'm not able to access the desktop site right now because of the updates they're doing, but I'm going to read to you guys. I was able to lock it in on the mobile app. I just can't display it on the screen. But these are the plays I'm liking for today. So we got Scottie Pippen Jr. This is Prizepicks. It's a little bit, the lines are a little bit lower for some of these on Prizepicks, but we're getting a higher multiplier on Underdog. So going with Scottie Pippen Jr. over 17 PRA, Luke Kennard over 8.5 PRA, Onyeka Okongwu over 11 rebounds, and Anthony Black over 15.5 PRA. I know I don't have any superstars in this slip, but if you're looking for superstar plays, go over to the Backdoor Fantasy Sports channel. Jordy and I broke down some plays over there a little while ago. I really loved all of these plays, very low lines, and so no studs, but I like the situation all four of these guys are in tonight. So on Underdog, Onyeka Okongwu is at 11.5 rebounds. I'm still taking that for more. Anthony Black, we're getting at 15.5. And then we've got Scottie Pippen Jr. 17.5 instead of 17. Then Luke Kennard, we're getting it at the 8.5 straight up. So if you haven't signed up for Underdog yet, use my code JRUSSO, and they're going to hook you up with some awesome sign-up bonuses. And like I mentioned before, I've been getting these restrictions on my YouTube page, so I'm being careful of how I word some of these, things, even though I just cover fantasy sports, is the only type of stuff I cover on here. But if you guys don't mind, do me a favor and like the video, drop me a comment, because I need the help right now with the restrictions that YouTube's been throwing on me. So I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And I will also say, I'll attach the video at the end, but if you guys want to go check out the Backdoor Fantasy Sports video that Jordy and I dropped, we're doing a giveaway on that video. So I'll attach it at the end if you guys want to go, enter into the giveaway to get a free month in our premium Discord, which is what I do for my premium instead of having my own premium. I'm just still doing the Backdoor Fantasy Sports one. So if you want to join our Discord, go over there and like that video, drop us a comment, and we're going to announce the winner tomorrow. All right, let's start breaking it down. So the last thing I wanted to do was take two players from the same team, which was going to be difficult to avoid in this situation with just a 2-game slate. But on top of that, they're not like superstars, but I just can't get past what I'm seeing here. So the main reason why I'm taking Scottie Pippen Jr. and Luke Kennard is because of the injury situation. Jalen Wells, he got hurt on that dunk. Scary. He's out for the season. But yeah, fell down, coming off of a dunk. And so he's going to be out. And so if we take a look here, this is going to be similar with Luke Kennard. So Scottie Pippen Jr. has already cleared this 4 out of his last 5. Been absolutely showing up lately, playing really good ball, playing at that point guard position, coming in off the bench for Ja, and just been earning extra minutes. The matchup is tough against Golden State. 1st in points allowed, 13th in rebounds allowed, and 6th in assists allowed to point guards. But yeah, this is a low line at 17 and 17.5. 4 out of his last 5, he's gotten it done. If we take a look at the head-to-head, just once out of his 4 head-to-heads, but without Jalen Wells, I do like the bump in minutes that I expect him to get. Let's see, do we have a note from Outlier? So here's a note. On top of, before I even show you without Jalen Wells, he's already cleared this in the 17.5 PRA. He's cleared it 8 out of his last 9 games on the road. So he's been playing better on the road, averaging 24.1 PRA, 89% hit rate over the last 9 games on the road. So, that's in about 28.2 minutes on average, 54% from the field over this stretch, averaging 5.1 made buckets, 7.1 rebound chances, and 11.6 potential assists. This dude's really emerging right now, and we're still getting his lines low. If we look from beyond the arc, he's shooting 58% over these 9 games, and averaging 2.1 made threes a game. Getting to the line not that often, but cashing his shots, 2.7 attempts over these games, and 2.2 made free throws, shooting 81%. So I'm feeling good about it. And let's just take a look here. We're going to go to 2024. And so in general, 46%. We know that his role, his minutes have fluctuated on and off. 36 out of 79 games, 46%. And then if we take Jalen Wells out of the equation, the only 2 games he's played without him, he went for 23 and 19. So I feel like solid about his chances here, being able to get this done. During these games, if we take a look, he's averaging about 30 minutes. What was that on? Was that on the head-to-head? Wait a minute. Yeah, 2024. Okay, so if we go back further than 2024, though, and we look at his last 5 without Jalen, 5 straight. We zoom out a little bit more. We can go even further back than that, I believe. So 8 out of his last 10, so 8 straight games without Jalen, he's cleared this line. So to me, that is an indicator that when he gets that little bump in minutes, he's knocking on the door of 30 minutes a game. So even then, just to look at it a little deeper, we go 2024, we take the situation of games without Jalen Wells out of the equation. If we look at 2023, and we bump these minutes up, so see what he's been doing with the opportunities, minutes-wise. Look at, even when we just get to 25 minutes alone, 25 or more minutes, look at that rate. 86% hit rate, 25 out of 29 games. So it's obviously a rotation thing. His worst game here was 15. So, I mean, this could, like, one more bucket in any of these misses, and it would be a perfect 29 of 29 games. So I absolutely love this play. This is why I could not, I just couldn't resist him and Kennard. Now that's what's popping off to me. Let's see what Daily Grind thinks about this play. That's what I love about Outlier, though. You can keep tweaking stuff and then get an interesting look. So they actually do like the PRA over. They have it at a 51.18% odds to hit the over, minus 123. And DraftKings has us down at 16.5. That's a great value, minus 130. Even the 17.5s are not heavily juiced to the under. Some of them are favored to the over, minus 122 over on Underdog. So feeling good about it. Let's keep it rolling here. So Luke Kennard, very similar situation is why I like this play. You've got a point guard in Scottie Pippen who's going to be relieving Ja, but without Jalen Wells, there's still going to be a little bump in those bench minutes, I think. And you have Luke Kennard playing the same position at shooting guard. So if we take a look, I'll just make this one quick. We're going to go 2024, 8.5 PRA. That's so low. So is that just his normal PRA? So he's already cleared this 8.5, 75% on the season, 49 out of 65 games. Is that right? Do I have something? Yeah, that's right. So let's take a look here without Jalen Wells. See how that looks. He's only played 1 game without him in 2024, and he went for 22 PRA, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. So yeah, I mean, like, I know that this is a serious game in the play-in, and so there may be some extended minutes for the studs, but still 8.5. This is just looking really good to me. And with an opportunity here for a boost in minutes, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Let's look at the head-to-head for Luke. So he's cleared the head-to-head 4 out of his 5 matchups here. So solid hit rate there too, 80%. Let's see if he played any of these without Jalen. Yeah, the 2 without Jalen, he cashed it. He went for 18 and 10. So I know that you don't want to read too much into just one guy being out, but in this particular case, we have 2 bench players whose lines are low that are, I think their minutes will be affected by this absence here. So I'm feeling really good about these. Let's take a look here at Daily Grind for Kennard. Okay, they like his PRA. They have it at a 50.53% odds to hit the over -122. They like his assists over 1.5. I think that sounds good too. 52.24% odds to hit the over -127. So they like the assists over 1.5 as the best play. And then they've got the PRA at 8.5 as the second best. They like his points alone to go over. They like his points rebounds. And then they have a 50-50 shot on his points assists alone. So go with your gut. Anything scoring related, they're not favoring any of his scoring related props under. So I'm liking both of those. All right, let's take a look at Anthony Black here. So once again, a likely bench player tonight. I was just looking at his assists earlier to see if I wanted to take the full PRA or the PR, and he actually assists the ball more than you would think when he gets the minutes. So this is a expected value play on Outlier. If we look at the 2024 season, 42% hit rate, the minutes have fluctuated quite a bit. You can see all these different spike games. This is his minutes chart. So it's been kind of volatile, but you can see the correlation there with the green and with the minutes. So I like him to be able to get this done. Opportunity-wise, he's got a soft matchup here against Atlanta. 26th in points allowed, 12th in rebounds allowed, 24th in assists allowed. That's overall as a team. If you go to the point guard position, it does tighten up a little bit. 10th in points allowed, but then middle of the road or worse in the other 2 categories. 19th in rebounds allowed, 15th in assists allowed. So let's take a look here. Look at these last 5. So we see he's got 3 straight games of 31 minutes or more. Now these games weren't meaningless. They were still, trying to position themselves to potentially have a higher seed and make sure that they didn't miss the play-in. I know the East wasn't as competitive as far as like things just kind of getting locked in, but that is 3 straight games with 33 minutes or more. His worst games over the last 5, he still got 21 minutes. So last 2 outings against Indiana, he went for 34 PRA and then 32 PRA playing against Atlanta. That was the last time that he played was, against Atlanta. So if we look at these head-to-heads, he has, he's got this 32, and then it was, a little bit spotty. So only really 2 out of all of these has he gotten it done. But I really think it's a minutes thing once again. So if we go here to the 2024 season, I'm going to go back here. 42% hit rate. And we said he's been getting, 33 minutes or so. So let's just start bringing this minutes dial up and see what things look like once he's getting more opportunities. We'll start at 25 and see if it makes sense to keep going up. So when we get to 25 minutes, it's all the way up to a 71% hit rate, 24 out of 34 games. And similar to these other 2 plays, his worst outing was 11. So it's not like any of these are absolute bust games. Now that's if he just gets 25 minutes. Now, if he does knock on the door of 30 minutes like he has in these last 3 games, let's see what that looks like. So similar situation, 72% hit rate when he's getting at least 30 minutes. So 13 out of his last 18 games. So it's really just been a minutes thing. You can see when he's hitting that threshold, it's pretty consistent. I like him to be able to go over this tonight, especially since he just popped off in that last game against them. Let's go look at this head-to-head one more time, and then we'll move on. So the only 2 times that he's cashed this were when he got the 30 minutes. He got it 34 minutes on February 10th, and then more recently, April 13th, he got 36 minutes. So when the minutes are there, he's cashing, and his attempts are pretty solid. Like the first outing, he beat the PRA with just 6 attempts. He shot 33%. Then more recently, he had 16 attempts. The attempts took a real upgrade there. And then he went 7 of 16, shooting 44%. So 12 rebound chances. So he's getting in there and getting gritty. I mean, he had 10 rebounds in that last outing, but he's getting in there when he has the minutes and he's battling for these loose balls. And then 10.5 potential assists. So he's trying to facilitate as well. We got 8 potential assists and 13 potential assists. There's just everything about this play to me I'm feeling really good about at this low line. So let's take a look at daily grind real quick and see if we're on the same page here. All right, so they're not liking it. So go with your gut. They're not seeing what I'm seeing. And I think that's partially because this line is all the way down at 14.5 on some platforms. So 15, what did I get it locked in at? 15.5, I think. Yeah, so I already have the 15.5 over. And it's down to 15, which makes me like it even better if you're taking it on Prizepicks. But the optimizer doesn't like it because it's noticing that there's other platforms that have it down at 14.5. So it's not looking at that as a value. They do like his points alone over 8.5. They have it at a 50.57% odds to hit the over minus 120. And that's pretty heavily juiced. Pinnacle has it at a minus 130. So if you wanted points alone, go for it. But he had 10 rebounds in that last game. So I'm totally comfortable with this PRA. Let me go back here and show you guys what I was looking at with the assists too. This is exactly what I was thinking. Like, do I want the assists attached or not? And I ultimately decided I do. If we go back to the 2024 season, I hope my video is not lagging because my web browser is a little bit. So yeah, without tweaking anything, going over the 2.5 assists, he's hit that 54% of the time on the current season, the 2024 season. If we bump these minutes up like we were talking about, we can start at 25. So yeah, I mean, they're 24 minutes, 78% hit rate for at least 3 assists. And quite a bit of these, he's gone for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 assists, you know? So if we bump that up a little bit more, if he does happen to knock on the door of 30 minutes, still that 72% hit rate, 13 out of 18 games. And you can see a decent amount of these are up knocking on the door of 5 or 6 assists. So I'm going to go ahead and keep those assists attached personally and go for the full PRA, especially at just 15. I locked it in at 15.5. Yeah, and see, they don't even like the assists at 2.5. So this is really just the optimizers comparing odds and looking at what these other odds makers are projecting here. So there's no narrative built into the DFS optimizer, but I still like to use it and make sure that I'm getting the best value I can. In this case, I like this over and it likes the under. So go with your gut. Let's wrap this up here. Onyeka Okongwu. All right, so he's just been rebounding a lot. Clint Capella is still out. So this is when he gets the 33 minutes. Let's see here. So we'll bring these minutes back down. And yeah, I think I already clicked it. Let's look at his last 5 just to get a gauge on his minutes here. So he's averaging 33.4 minutes over these last 5 games. He's cleared this in 3 out of his last 5, one of which was against Orlando. He went for 14 rebounds. So we're going to go do this minutes thing again, which I love to do. I used to do this a lot and kind of got out of the habit of doing it, but I feel like it really does help me dial things in better. So yeah, you're looking at this and you're saying 26% hit rate on the season, 19 out of 74 games. That is not a good hit rate. And then let's just take a look though. We, gauge the minutes. It quickly clears out, on any of those losses that were actually just due to low minute volume. So just at 30 minutes, when he's been averaging 33 over the last 5, just at 30 minutes, 65% hit rate, 15 out of 23 games. If we do bump it up to the 33, let's take a look at that, which is what he's currently averaging. Look at that, 9 out of 10 games. He's gone for 12 or more. So I'm comfortable with the 11. I think we got it at 11 on Prizepicks. Come on. Yeah, 11 flat, and it's 11.5 on Underdog, and I took that over too, but I'm getting a little boost on the multiplier since it's at 11.5. So yeah, Capella will miss his 18th straight game due to a sprained left hand. Atlanta will continue to turn to Onyeka Okongwu. So the other two guys are, kind of relieving Okongwu, who's kind of like taken over that lead role from Capella, even without the injury. He's playing great. He's a little bit of an undersized big who can do a lot, and he can play at a fast pace. So he's been getting the extra minutes. But yeah, 90% hit rate. Let's take a look at the head-to-head. Now this is still with the minutes set to 33 or more. It was just the most recent game. He went for 14 boards. Let's just take the minutes dial all the way off and see what that history looks like. So yeah, all of these misses except for one, which is from last year, a little bit of a different role. But yeah, he had a lot more minutes in this game. So I'm not saying that he's going to get 40 minutes tonight, but this game did not go to overtime in that last matchup. Didn't go to overtime, 112 to 119, not super high scoring. He still got 40 minutes. So this is a really important game. I like him to be able to secure his minutes once again tonight. It's a tough matchup. The Magic are the best defense on paper in the league. They have been all season and really for the large part of last year too. So I don't expect any green soft spots in this. But yeah, even then, third in rebounds allowed to centers, and he grabbed 14 without going to overtime in their last matchup. And then we just said when he's getting 33 minutes, he's done it 9 out of his last 10 games. So that's why I kind of was like, I don't have any big names on this slip, but I just like all of these plays a lot. So they're going to make me spell his whole name. No, there we go. Yeah, so they're not feeling the rebounds, so go with your gut. They like the points assists over 16.5, 52.27% odds to hit the over minus 130. Yeah, so this is just me against the odds makers on these particular picks for today because there's some heavy juice to the under. So go with your gut. I took 11 for over and I took 11.5 over. They're not feeling the PRA either. They like his points alone at 14.5, 51.54% odds to hit the over minus 125. And then it's mostly unders for him, other than the points assist. They like that over a lot. So you could take any of these pivots if you preferred. But I just feel really good about what I saw on Outlier. Now, if you guys want to try Outlier, just sign up through the link below. You don't need to put a code in. You just sign up through that link and they're going to hook you up with a week just to see how you like the app. But definitely have some fun with it. Play with the minutes dial, take players in and out of the equation, utilize all their little things they provide for you to tweak and take a different look at the play. It will help you quite a bit making decisions. They cover matchups, injury reports, insights, about props that they think look good to go over or under. It's a really great deal, all wrapped in one app. So sign up and give it a shot. And then if you guys want to get the optimizer for yourself from Daily Grind, just use code JRUSSO and they're going to give you 25% off over at dgfantasy.com on any of the tools that they offer. And they'll let you lock that in for all the way up to a year if you want to secure, the long haul up front. So let's take a look at a couple bonus plays here and we'll wrap things up for Taco Tuesday. All right. Well, some of these are not going to be for today because we are getting plays on the board early. So I'll try to look for just today. So Dyson Daniels, they're not liking his rebounds and assists. That's scary to me. I'm not taking the under there. He's been really popping off lately. Moses Moody, over 4.5 rebounds and assists. They like that a lot. 53.84% odds to hit the over minus 139. Draymond Green, over 10.5 points. 53.8% odds to hit the over minus 138. Let's see. Desmond Bane, they're not feeling his PRA tonight. 30.5. They've got that at a 53.66% odds to hit the under. Minus 136. A lot of juice favoring the under. Pinnacle minus 137. Let's see. Jimmy Butler over on his points, over 22. I think that sounds good too. We always talk about exploiting that Memphis, power forward, small forward matchup, and Jimmy should be able to eat. It's an important game playing in Golden State, so they love that. 53.58% odds to hit the over minus 136. Let's see. Ja Morant over 4 rebounds. That sounds low. Yeah, man. Someone has it at 3.5 or minus 196. So the 4, not bad at all. 53.45% odds to hit the over minus 137. Let's see, Brandon Pajimski, they're not feeling his points. They have the 16 points, favored to the under, 53.38% odds to hit the under, -135. And what else do we have for tonight? Trae Young, points, rebounds, they're not feeling it. They have the 30 favored under, 53.25% odds to hit the under, -136. John Morant, points, rebounds, they like that, 53.15% odds to hit the over, -134. Do a couple more and get out of here. They like Brandon Pajimski's rebounds and assists over 10.5, 53.09% odds to hit the over, -133. And last one, we'll get one more in here. And I'm not going to end it with Buddy. Let's look for an over for you guys. Okay, Gary Payton, over 10 points, rebounds. They like that to go over, 52.8% odds to hit the over, -134. Gary Payton, I mean, that's tempting. We know what he's capable of, and he tends to really, they really utilize him in the postseason, but he hasn't really been in rhythm that much lately, so it makes me a little nervous, but that is a low line, and when you can play the kind of defense he can play, you're just demanding more minutes, so maybe he sees a minutes bump tonight. Especially when there's probably some assignments they'll want to put him on. So I think I like it. It's just a little scary, but they've got it favored to the over, -134, 52.8% odds to hit the over. Guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for everything. It really means a lot to me. It's been awesome. I just had my first child 2.5 months ago, and it's been kind of crazy, but being a dad has just been the best thing that's ever happened to me. And, trying to get this channel going and trying to build something here, it means a lot to me, the support that you guys have given me. And so I thank you so much for that. Let's have a lot of fun in the postseason. We've been waiting for this all year, dealing with all these weird rotations and stuff. And finally, we can just count on some consistency with the guys that we believe should get the majority of the minutes and whatnot. So let's have some fun with it. And we can continue to exploit, once we get into the actual playoffs, we can exploit what we're seeing in other games matchup wise. So let's have some fun with it. If you guys want some extra plays, check out that Backdoor Fantasy Sports video. And don't forget that there's a giveaway to our premium Discord. So go over there, check that out. And yeah. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video, help me fight against these restrictions, and I'll catch you in the next one.